this video is not gonna be as well edited as if my videos are normally well edited, but as the other ones, cause I'm kind of lazy right now. So, with a 5-year gap between his first album and this one, Baby Keem finally dropped his sophomore studio album. I listened to it today, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it.
In New York, girls don't get pregnant.
What?
The way that kids are made is because we be fucking them rats.
First off, I gotta address the elephant in the room. So this album cover fucking sucks. If you don't know, the original title and cover for this album was Child with Wolves, which I don't think Casino is like a bad title, but Child with Wolves is just like better and also had a way better cover. It's just kind of ugly, really. I don't know. Anyway, onto the actual music. Despite Baby Keem being like co-written a lot of times by Kendrick Lamar, I never really found his lyricism that interesting. I mean, you know, there's the whole fucking two-phone meme, the thing that he's always talking about, like hoes. His words, not mine. But on this project, he really seems to be like giving more of a shit about the writing and what he's talking about, because there's a lot of more interesting themes on this. I mean, yeah, it's still a Baby Keem album. He's still gonna make a song called Birds and the Bees, where he says on Saturday we're gonna be practicing the birds and the bees or whatever. But like, he's still being more introspective. There were introspective things on his previous albums and mixtapes, but this is just like more full in a way. Songs like I'm Not a Lyricist, No Blame, No Security, all these things had like more emotion put into them than your average Baby Keem banger. Speaking of Baby Keem bangers, there were a lot on this album despite it only being like 12 tracks. Casino had like an insane fucking beat, like the title track, and of course Keem does his thing of doing a fucking beat switch every time he can. House Money also bangs, and the unexpected Kendrick feature was kinda cool, I guess. Keem also just kinda stepped up his rapping on this album, which really made the bangers hit harder. Not to say Keem was like a bad rapper on his other albums, I'm just saying he improved a lot. He utilizes his very unique voice very well on this album. However, he does kind of sound like Kendrick Lamar at times, which, you know, makes sense. They got family ties. That's funny as fuck. I didn't even mean to do that. Anyway, as I was saying, he does kind of sound like Kendrick on a lot of these songs, but I can't really be too mad at it because it's not really something that bothers me all that much. Kendrick was also featured on this album twice. One with a credited feature on, I think it was Good Flirts, and one uncredited on House Money, which honestly is kind of sad because I was expecting a lot more from this duo. They have amazing chemistry. They made amazing songs together like Family Ties, Savior, Range Brothers, but this was just not that interesting. I feel like Kendrick kind of underperformed, and the whole like thing he did at the end of his verse on Good Flirts was kind of weird, with like the constant booty theming. Which probably, I'm just gonna predict this is gonna be like meme to an extent, like kind of how like that one Travis Scott song like Shine did. Probably not to that extent, but I could probably see the clips of him saying that being used in like a Lumbago video or something. Anyway, onto the more positive. I really liked the intro No Security. I think it was very cool with like the drumless beat. I think the production on this album is very good, and I think my favorite song on this album was the song I'm Not a Lyricist, which is ironically the most lyrically strong on this album. I just think Keem did a very good job of describing his situation growing up through that song and saying, I'm not a lyricist, I'm just expressing myself through my music. When my grandma died, I cried 1,000 times, I'm human, fucking sue me, is really fucking good. Some of the songs were a little forgettable, like the aforementioned Birds and Bees, and also that one song, what the fuck was it? The one with the Che Aru feature, not J-Lo being fucking cool shit, but the Che Aru feature, I think it was kind of like forgettable and not that interesting. I always love it when albums close out with a great outro, but I don't think the outro was the best thing on this album. I still liked it a lot, I just don't think it was as good as I hoped an outro to like a more introspective album would be. Circus Freestyle was really good too. It was just like kind of blended in with like Highway 95 Part 2 and Dramatic Girl, which are two songs that are kind of forgettable on this album. I mean, there are only like 12 tracks and the album is like 36 minutes long, so it's very brief, and I feel like there could have been more, especially because it like obviously hasn't been working on this for like 5 years, but it's a 5-year gap between Melodic Blue and this album. Still, I don't feel like rating albums based on if they were worth the wait is kind of fair, because that's like stupid, just judge the music on how it is. This happened with A$AP Rocky's long-awaited album Don't Be Dumb, which I thought was really good, but a lot of people just didn't think it was worth it. Fuck. Anyway, so do I think this album is better than the Melodic Blue? kinda, but the Melodic Blue is so fucking good. Like, it has Trademark USA, Family Ties, Range Brothers, Coca, South Africa, Pink Panties, 16, all those amazing fucking songs. Actually, now thinking about it, Melodic Blue might be better than Casino. I don't know. Anyway, I really enjoyed this album. It's very short, it's very brief. I think it was mostly worth the wait of 5 years, and I think Baby Keem is really showing his progression as an artist. I'm giving this a 8 out of 10, I think, and I just recommend this to you if you wanna hear some more Baby Keem, or if you just wanna like get into. If you wanna check out more reviews that aren't videos, just go check out my album of the year at Scoop Was Taken. But yeah, thanks for watching my review. This was my thoughts on Casino. This isn't like my normal videos. I just wanted to get this out quickly. Anyway, I'ma fuck off now. Bye bye.